you are. Oh my gosh, what are you doing here?
Hey Reader Pops, welcome back. I'm having a good day. And you know what we do on good days? We make the ultimate book video. If you're new and you don't know what an ultimate book video is, it's something I started a while back when I wanted to do everything book related under the sun, such as bookshop, book haul, read a book, update my reading journal, do a little TBR, look around at my shelves, I don't know, just everything book related, all coming together to be a book, the ultimate book video. Also, we are going to do a buddy read with Ashlyn. If you guys are not subscribed to her, you need to subscribe to her and her husband's channel. They're beautiful and perfect and amazing. And her and I are on the same book in the Red Rising series. We're on the fourth one, Iron Gold. Let me pull it out of my shelf so you can see how big this book is. This is it. It's a beautiful paperback. This is the series on the back, as you can see. Actually, okay, it's such a nice paperback to hold. Actually, this will be nice. It's nice and floppy, but there's a lot of words on every page, kind of small text. It's pretty normal. It's gonna be fine. Oh wow, 600 pages. Okay. This series so far as a trilogy has been 6 stars for me. I love it so much. When I think about my favorite books, those are at the top of my list. So why have I not been continuing the series, you may ask? It's sci-fi. I'm not really a sci-fi reader, but this series surpasses every expectation and boundary for me. But there are a lot of characters' names, and I'm just nervous that I'm not gonna remember them. But avoiding it kind of defeats the purpose, because the longer I avoid it, the more I will forget their names. So doing a buddy read with Ashlyn, states apart, but via text message and phone call, is definitely going to motivate me to keep reading, not put it down. If I don't understand something, I can ask her. So we're gonna be starting this book. Who knows if I'll finish it? I don't know how long this will take me to finish. The fact that this is 600 pages but doesn't really look like it is kind of concerning, because that's how thin the pages are. But let's start this. Good morning, it's the next day, and I did not get very far into Iron Gold. I'm a very bad buddy reader. I think Ashlyn is on chapter 31, she said, which is like 300 pages. That's like halfway through, but she was doing a 24-hour reading video, I think. I'm on page 58. I'm a little behind, but that's okay. It's Saturday. I'm gonna do some reading today. This reading diaries or ultimate book video vlog, whatever it's becoming, has taken a turn to New York City. Did I know I was coming here? Yes. Did I think that I would be filming this video here? No, but guess what that lends itself to? New York bookstores. I don't know where I am, but let's go find a bookstore, and I definitely have some books that I want to read, so we can go do that. And on the flight over here, I made a pretty good dent into Iron Gold by Pierce Brown, which is definitely a thick sci-fi book with lots of characters, so it's been difficult for me to get through it, but I think I'm on page 230 out of 600. So do I want to pick up a random romance book right now? Yes. Maybe we just have to go find that at the bookstore. Let's go! Oh, who's that?
Tell me something, 'cause I don't know how this gonna end. Oh no. Tell me something, 'cause I don't wanna be just friends.
It's the next day, but I'm wearing the same thing on the top. I'm about to go to the event that we came to New York for. I get to watch Ryan talk to some people, I guess. I don't even really know what's going on, but I'm wearing this vest again, which is from ThredUp because now half of my closet is from ThredUp. They are sponsoring this video, and I think this is one of my best orders I've ever gotten. If you don't know what ThredUp is, they're an online thrift store, and I find the best stuff by either looking up a specific style or a specific brand. I've been posting this on my story like every day. I have this purse from them. This is from Fossil, and it's my new everyday purse. It's actually perfect. The estimated retail is $233, but I got it for $140. I legitimately wear it every single day. I'm obsessed with it. The vest is Urban Outfitters, and the estimated retail was $64, but I got it for $17.59. Crazy, and I keep wearing it here because I just feel like it fits New York very well. Another one of my favorites that I got from this order was this shirt from J. Crew. I feel like I just don't have enough cute shirts like this that I could wear with boxers for the summer, with a skirt, with jean shorts. The estimated retail of this one is $40, and I got it for $19.99. I want more shirts like this because I keep going for it. And then something I never thought of to do on ThredUp is to look for sunglasses, because every summer I never have sunglasses. So I got this pair from Steve Madden. The estimated price of these were $102, and I got them for $30.99. I also got these sunglasses. These are Paul Frank. OG price $51. Got them for $18.99. If you use code HaleyPham, you can get an extra 35% off your order and free shipping, which is insane because, as you saw, they're already discounted. So I'll leave my link in the description for that. Thank you, ThredUp, for sponsoring this video and my outfit for tonight. I'm now on page 415 of Iron Gold. I'm hoping to finish it today. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but I'm about to go to this event and sit in Ryan's trailer, which I think has no one else in it. And if that's the case, then I get to read for like an hour. So we'll see, but it's going way better now because there's a bunch of different point of views, which is not the case in the first 3 books, if I can remember correctly. I made Ryan bring this one on the trip, but he hasn't read it yet. So it was difficult at first for me to comprehend all the different point of views, but now I'm understanding every single storyline, and they're intersecting really nicely, and just, you know, Pierce Brown is doing his thing. He's doing genius plot twist. And the scene that I just read had my heart absolutely pumping. I thought that, well, I can't really tell you what I thought was going to happen, but I was scared. Pierce Brown doesn't hold back. He's broken my heart many times, and I expect nothing less. So let's keep reading. I'm back home now. Every time I get home from a trip, I just walk into my library and stare because I just love it so much and I can't believe it's real. But I finished Iron Gold on the plane. I think I stopped reading the physical version of this book after the prologue, honestly. I read all of this pretty much on Kindle, but I read the last 150 pages on the flight home and didn't take a single break, didn't look at my phone once. It was so amazing, and I'm so glad that I finally read this book. I was putting it off for so long, which is such a bad idea in a sci-fi series, especially where this is the first one that has multiple POVs. The first trilogy, which it's not really separate, but people refer to it like that, is all from Darrow's point of view, and then this is the first book where we get a lower color, a mid color, and a high colors point of view, which is a really cool way for us to see how Darrow's decisions have affected all types of people from the society. And a lot of the perspectives are very surprising. So I spent a lot of the first part of the book doubting if I could remember all of the characters and if I could even finish the book, because I just was so removed from remembering all of the names of everything that I kind of freaked out. But the more that I read, things started coming back to me, and I just kind of like trusted the process, and I did understand what was going on by the end of the book. But you're also meeting a new character, so you have to give yourself time to fall in love with that person, but you definitely do. And by, I feel like 250 to 300 pages, I was really bought in, but before that I was like, it felt like work a little bit to get into it. But I don't think that would have been true if I had read them closer together. So I'm definitely going to buy the next book and start it right now. Even if I need to read a romance book side by side with that book, I think I just need to start it because I'm going to forget the characters, and I finally remembered them somewhat. So yeah, this felt like a feat to read, but I gave it 5 stars because I just feel like the series as a whole for me now is a 6-star read. I don't know how else to put it. He definitely did not fumble the bag with this one. I love how everything came together towards the end. It really feels like the entire first part of the book, he's just setting everything up in such a masterful way, and then you get the payoff so much at the end, so it was all worth it. Highly recommend. Ashlyn's about to finish the book, and we're gonna talk all sorts of spoilers with each other, which is so fun because then I feel like I really solidify it in my brain and remember it more. So 5 stars. If you haven't picked up the series, you definitely need to. I think the first book read Red Rising is so much easier than what I'm describing here, so if this is freaking you out, don't let it. First book is easy, but much smaller of a world, one character's perspective, so it's very easy to follow. This one, however, don't put it off for a year before finishing it. So I'm going to finally go to a bookstore where I can buy a bunch of books, because in New York I wanted to buy some, but then with the luggage situation just didn't end up happening. So I'm gonna go to Barnes & Noble. I'm gonna get 2 physical copies of a book that I read on Kindle so that I can have it on my books I've read this year shelf, because I really just want to visually see how many I've read this year. I'm gonna buy the book after this one, Dark Age, and then the book after that came out last year. I think it's still in hardcover, but I love when I read a series and I don't buy every single book, so that it feels like a treat once I finish one of them to go to the bookstore and buy it. And then I also want to get a paperback version of Happy Place, because I kind of want to reread it and really hardcore annotate it. So let's go to the bookstore and do all those things.
If you decide to leave, you would help me anyway. Maybe I am too naive, but I'm choosing to believe that you would give me another chance. Oh, whoa. So tell me now, can we find love? Can we go back to where we were?
Oopsie. Book haul. I only got 1 book that I wasn't expecting to buy. The rest I was planning on. First off, the powerful novella by Lauren Roberts. This is after Powerless, which is, you can't see that, it's up there. And this is like a tiny little hardback book. It's so interesting that they decided to make it like this. I mean, next to a paperback, it doesn't look that crazy, but it's like a little miniature book. It's like a Kindle, like a really small Kindle. So I can put that up here now that I've finished it. I got the Rule Book by Sarah Adams. These both had Barnes & Noble exclusive edition stickers, and I don't know. Oh, this is why. There's like additional content. I guess the extra content is that there's a playlist on the back. That's pretty crazy that that's all it needs to be an exclusive, but hey, already read it on Kindle. Just want a physical representation of it on my shelf, as well as completing the Sarah Adams collection. That's quite satisfying. That will go up there as well. I got the Happy Place paperback, which this is a matte cover, which I'm so happy about. It's my favorite kind, and I'm so excited to annotate the crap out of this book. I want to underline every single word that I think she uses beautifully, and I want to study how she writes stories that I love so much. So we're gonna do that. I bought Dark Age by Pierce Brown. This is the 5th book in the series, and it was crazy. There were none of the first or second book in stock, which so happy for him, because I think that series obviously deserves all the hype it's getting, but crazy that it's selling that many copies even now, when the 7th book he's still writing right now. And the 6th book that came out last year actually is in paperback now. I didn't get it because it will be a reward for me after finishing this one. And this one is even longer than Iron Gold. So I might read this one in the background of all of my other reads. Like I might do a Happy Place reread while I read this, so that it's like easy on my brain. Already read this, and then this can be the meat. I mean, both are meaty. Both are amazing. You get what I mean. And then this is the book that I wasn't expecting to get, because I saw it in the young adult section, and I had seen Ashlyn rave about this book. I've never seen anyone else talk about it, but I didn't think it would be in young adult because it has a World War setting in it, and that is Lovely War by Julie Berry. I love the cover. It's like a really tall paperback, and then I also love this little edge right here was really pretty. And then another thing that caught my attention is these pages. I love when books have, I don't know, like little end caps, and because it's young adult and really large print, I just love the construction of this book. It's nice and floppy. So I texted Ashlyn and I was like, should I read this book? I have no idea what it's about. And she said, yes, I need someone to talk to about it, and I think you would love it. So this one's pretty out of my comfort zone. Whoa, what did I just say? I'm watching too many Australian YouTubers. This is pretty out of my comfort zone because it has war in it, but maybe because I just read this one, which was all about war, my brain is primed to read this, who knows? So that was my Barnes & Noble haul. But I also have some books that I've gotten over the past month or so. When I was with Sarah and Destiny, I bought Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher because I was asking them what romance book they think I would like that I haven't read yet, and they both said this one. And I really like the cover of this one. I like the size of it. I feel like I'm so swayed by like how a book is constructed for me to read it. The only issue is I did start reading this book and I didn't like the writing, so I put it down for now, but it's always going to be there in case I get in the mood for this type of romance, because I definitely need to be in the specific type of mood to read writing like this. So we have that. I got this one at Half Price Books for like $8, which is awesome. It's Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King. I really want to read this series. Is this a trilogy? I really want to read this series, and I found the first book there, so I'm excited to read this. Every time I want to pick up a new book, I think about what Stephen King I want to read, and this is definitely up there, so now I have it for the next time I get into that mood. I was at Target Target the day that this came out, and I didn't realize it was the day that it came out, so I bought it. This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. I love the covers of her book. These are her other two books. This was her first one that I gave 5 stars originally. I'd probably lower that rating now. And then this was the book she wrote last year that I gave 2 stars to, and it's made me very nervous, but I feel like it's tradition every May for me to read one of her books. So I started this one, and I've seen a lot of good reviews, so I'm excited about it. I'm hopeful. And look at all of these covers together. I mean, that is just... that's a nice theme right there. My pages of the other ones are so yellow in comparison. I wonder if it's from reading them in the sun. So interesting. And then this one got sent to me by a publisher. One Last Shot by Betty Coyote. No idea how to say that last name. And I saw it in the romance section. So, oh, it's about a supermodel. That's fun. Wow, that font is so unique and tiny. Can you see how tiny and unique that is? Interesting. So, well, now that I look at them all together, that looks like a lot of new books for my shelf. But it's okay because I read every day. I really want to be in a bathing suit and read in the sun right now, so I might do that. I might do my reading journal. Let's find out in the next clip.
Tell me now, tell me now.
Okay, it's a few days later, but I got 85 pages into Happy Place, and I've been annotating it very heavily because I want to study how she creates books that I love so much, because I am writing stuff. So the pink tabs are for the ways that the characters are described, and then the yellow tabs are for how she writes backstory. But I highly recommend rereading books that you love, because I don't really ever do it unless it's for Emily Henry. I've also reread Beach Read last year. So this is only the second book I've ever reread in my adult life. When I was a kid, I would just reread the same books over and over again. Like, I read The Fault in Our Stars and Twilight probably 4 times each, but it's so fun to do it as an adult. And I just specifically for this book remember giving it 5 stars, but I could not remember the plot at all. But then at the same time, I feel like I could really vividly remember the plot, so I just wanted to remember for sure. It's going really well. I love this book. Also, if you saw my reading diaries where I find 2 5-star books that I had never heard anyone talk about. One of them was The Ministry of Time by Kayleigh Bradley. Oh my gosh, Emily Henry has a review on here. Oh wait, I read this book because of her. I forgot about that. I read this book because Emily Henry recommended it. What a collab. I gave this 5 stars. It was amazing. Loved it so much, was crying, really was impacted by it. And the publisher and the author saw it, and they sent me a signed copy, which is so nice. And this is one of my favorite covers ever. Like, the 3D font is so cool. Even like the reviews on the back with all the colors, I love so much. They sent me these pins. That is so sick. And these stickers, which maybe I should do like a reading journal spread in my next video with these stickers, and then write all my favorite quotes from this book, because I have my book of the month copy right there, and it's fully annotated. So thank you so much to Avid Reader Press and to the author. So nice. But I'm gonna keep reading this book. I'm reading it pretty slowly just to really soak it in this time. So that is where this vlog will conclude. But don't forget, I have that code HaleyPham for an extra 35% off your first order and free shipping on ThredUp. I'll leave the link in the description. Crazy deal. Thank you to them for sponsoring this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know what you guys are gonna read this summer. It's summer reading time. Bye!